My child, the swirling night gently recedes as a pale light spreads across the horizon. In the silence of early dawn, the world holds its breath. Each dewdrop on the grass catches the newborn light, transforming the tears of the night into jewels of morning. I speak in this hush, my voice the quiet rustle of a breeze that you feel more than hear. Be still, my beloved, and know that I have come to meet you in this sacred silence. Not even the birds have begun their song. It is as if all of creation pauses to witness this moment. The veil between heaven and earth thins in the stillness, and my presence presses close. In this tender hour, I draw near to you. The very air around you is thick with my healing love, awaiting to cascade into your soul. I have seen the wounds you carry, the hidden hurts buried deep within. I watched last night as you curled up in sorrow, tears slipping silently into your pillow. Not a single sigh or tear has escaped my notice. I was there cradling your heart in the very moment it was breaking, holding each fragile piece with tender hands. You wondered if I noticed your pain, if I cared. My dear child, I felt every sting of your hurt as if it were my own. From your earliest breath, I have been the guardian of your heart. I remember the childhood sorrows that you have now nearly forgotten, the loneliness on the playground, the harsh words that made you question your worth, even as a little one. None of it escaped my notice or my care. I cradled you then as I cradle you now, and as the years passed and the pains grew deeper, the heartbreak of betrayal, the losses that left you grieving, the disappointments that quietly stole your joy, I have been with you through them all. There has never been a moment of your life when you have suffered alone, for I have always been by your side, sharing in your sorrows. Even now, as dawn unfurls her gentle light, I am moving through the shadows of your soul, touching each hurt with the warmth of my healing presence. Like the first light of morning chasing away the darkness, so my love seeks out every corner where pain hides. You may not see it clearly yet, but healing has already begun within you. The scars of your yesterdays are safe in my keeping. I am mending you from the inside out. Do you sense it? The quiet stirring, the soft glow of hope returning. It is the work of my spirit within you, knitting together what has been torn. I know how deeply you have been wounded. There are nights you have questioned whether you can ever feel whole again. You carry old sorrows and fresh hurts, regrets and questions that echo in your mind. Hear me now. I am the Lord your healer, the one who binds up the brokenhearted and bandages their wounds. Though you feel shattered, you are not beyond repair, for I specialize in restoring the broken. There is no wound too infected, no pain too deep that I cannot heal. I see the layers of hurt, years of disappointments, the betrayal you never deserved, words that cut into your very identity. Some wounds you hide behind a brave smile in daylight, yet I see them festering quietly at midnight. My heart aches with compassion for you. You must know this. I have not abandoned you, not for a moment. When you felt most alone, I was there, unseen, but carrying you through the valley of your pain. Think back on those moments you nearly lost hope, yet somehow you made it through. That somehow was me. I was the strength in your legs when you thought you could not take another step. I was the breath in your lungs when you cried that you could not go on. I did not let the darkness consume you then, and I will not abandon you now. Yet, beloved, I will speak a truth you need to hear. You have sometimes kept your wounds so tightly clenched that my healing could not fully enter. In your fear and hurt, you built walls around your heart, hoping to shield yourself from further pain. I understand why you did this, but those very walls that you thought would protect you have also kept out the comforting light I bring. Let them down, my child. Gently, I ask you to open your heart, even just a little, so that the light of healing can seep in through the cracks. It may feel scary to hope again, to trust that you can heal, but I will not hurt you. I am here to heal, not to harm. Think of a little child with a thorn lodged in her finger. She pulls away from the one trying to remove it, crying that it hurts too much to touch. But the helper only wishes to relieve her pain. My dear one, sometimes I must touch the tender wound in order to heal it. The moment of cleaning or removing the thorn may sting, but it is done with love and absolute care to spare you greater pain later. Do not shrink back when I place my healing hands upon your wound. Trust that even if it tingles or aches as I work, it is only to draw out the poison and set you free. I am a gentle physician. I take no joy in your pain, but I rejoice in your recovery. I remember when you cried out asking why the pain was allowed in the first place. You wondered how I, a loving God, could have permitted your heart to break. My dear one, even though I did not will your hurt, I have woven even those dark threads into a tapestry that is not yet finished. You cannot see the whole picture now, but each strand, joyous or painful, has a place in the masterpiece of your life that I am crafting. If you allow me, I will redeem every tear. In my hands, the things that wounded you will become tools to shape you into a stronger, more compassionate soul. But you must surrender the pain to me. Holding on to it only keeps you bleeding. I see how you sometimes press on your own bruises, reliving the offense or loss, as if picking at a wound to see if it still hurts. Yes, it hurts, beloved, because it hasn't fully healed yet. Will you let me tend to it? Put down your urge to revisit the hurt again and again and lay it at my feet. Every time the memory surfaces with its sting, hand it back to me in prayer. Say, Lord, this is yours. Heal this part of me. Each surrender is a stitch in the fabric of your healing. Do not doubt my desire to heal you. So often you question, Lord, do you really want me whole? Maybe I deserve this pain. Hear me unequivocally. It is not my desire for you to remain in pain. I am the God of all comfort. Just as a mother rushes to soothe her crying baby, so my heart rushes to you. I desire your healing more than you do, because I love you beyond measure. When I see you hurting, I am moved with compassion. I am not distant or cold to your suffering. I am Emmanuel, God with you, especially in sorrow. However, there are times you have resisted my healing. Yes, child, I must gently correct you here. You cling to unforgiveness as if it were a shield, not realizing it poisons your own wounds. You hold on to guilt from mistakes long past, refusing to accept my forgiveness and thus forgive yourself. In doing so, you keep the wound fresh. Listen to my gentle rebuke. Let go. Let go of the bitterness you harbor toward those who hurt you. That bitterness is a blade that cuts you anew each day. I know they wronged you, and it hurt terribly. Justice is in my hands, not yours, and I will deal with all wrongs in time. Free yourself from that burden. Forgive as I have forgiven you, so that you can finally begin to heal. Likewise, let go of the blame you aim at yourself. You punish yourself for what you did or didn't do, as if nursing a belief that you deserve pain. But, beloved, you do not need to pay for your own sins in self-inflicted torment. I paid it all in love so you could go free. My son bore the wounds of nails and spear, marks of my love for you, so that your wounds might become marks of grace, not shame. When you cling to guilt, you are saying that my sacrifice was not enough. Hear me. It is enough, more than enough. You can release the guilt. I forgave you a long time ago. Now, dear one, forgive yourself. This is a key to unlock the door where your hurt hides. I know that trusting me to heal you can feel vulnerable. You wonder if I will really come through, if I will actually bind up what is broken in you. Perhaps others have tried to help you and failed, or even made things worse. But I am not like others. I am the one who created your heart. I know exactly how it has been wounded and exactly how to repair it. I will not break a bruised reed or snuff out a smoldering wick. I deal tenderly with those who are fragile. All I ask is the chance to show you. Trust me enough to bring me your pain piece by piece and watch what I will do. Healing often takes time, and I know you dislike this truth. You want the pain to vanish in an instant. Sometimes I do grant instantaneous miracles of healing, and you know I have that power. But more often, I work layer by layer, slowly but thoroughly, like the gentle rising of the sun that gradually warms the cold earth. Do not despair if you still feel some ache today. It doesn't mean I am absent. It means I am working deeper, beyond the surface, in ways you cannot yet see. The worst is behind, and each day will bring more light, more relief, if you walk with me through this. There will be days when the old pain tries to return, like clouds attempting to cover the sun. In those moments, remember this promise. I am with you always, and I am actively healing you. On the days you make progress, celebrate and thank me. On the days you stumble and the wound bleeds again, do not condemn yourself. Healing is seldom a straight line. Instead, reach out to me immediately. I am right there with fresh bandages of grace to stop the bleeding and soothe the pain. We will overcome this together. Never think that I am disappointed in you for hurting again or struggling. I see your progress even when you cannot. I am proud of your every step forward, and when you stumble, you do not fall out of my reach. You fall into my open hands, and I gently set you back on your feet. There is no shame in the struggle, only an opportunity for my grace to carry you further. I want you to also realize that your wounds, once healed, will become sources of compassion and strength. The scars you carry will not be marks of shame, but of victory and grace. Consider how a healed bone often grows back stronger at the break point. So shall it be with you. The places in you that have been broken will, in my time, become the places where you are strongest, able to support others who suffer in similar ways. Yes, I intend to use your healing not only for your benefit, but to bless others. This is how I redeem pain completely. What once was your greatest hurt becomes a testimony of my greatest grace in your life. There is a craftsmanship in your world where broken pottery is mended with veins of pure gold. The repair does not hide the cracks, but instead illuminates them, making the once broken vessel more beautiful and precious than before. So it is with you, beloved. I am filling the cracks of your heart with the gold of my grace. When I have finished my work, the lines of your past sorrows will gleam with purpose and beauty. You will not be ashamed of what you have been through. Instead, you will shine with the evidence of my restoring power. Trust me to make you whole and even more radiant through the very wounds that are healing. Yet I do not rush you to minister to others before you are ready. First and foremost, I care about you. You are not just a tool to me. You are my beloved child. Like a father tending a hurt child, I am focused on making you well. Ministry and purpose will come, but for now, simply let me care for you. There is a time to work and serve, but there is also a time to simply receive and heal. Allow yourself to be carried in my arms for a while. There is no shame in needing rest and recovery. I delight in nurturing you back to strength. I invite you now to imagine something. Picture your heart as a small garden at dawn, chilled and wilted by the night. See how I gently arrive as the morning sun. My light stretches out over the garden wall, first illuminating one corner, then spreading warmth across the soil. The flowers that were closed up tight in the dark begin to open one by one as the sun caresses them. They turn toward my light, drinking in the rays. Your soul is like that garden. You don't need to force the flowers to open. You only need to let them face me. In my light, they will bloom on their own. You see, healing is not something you have to accomplish by your own effort. It is something that happens naturally when you simply remain in my presence. Stay in my light, dear one. Stay with me and let the healing happen. There will be gentle rains too, for some wounds need the tears to wash them clean. Do not fear the times of weeping. They are part of the healing process I designed. Every tear you shed, I hold in my hand. Each one is counted and kept by me, and I water the seeds of joy with them. In time, those seeds will sprout into a harvest of joy and peace in you. You will laugh again. You will sing again. I know you can't imagine that now, but trust the one who sees the end from the beginning. I already see the day of your joy, even while you are in the day of your sorrow. I hold both in my view, and I assure you the day of joy will come. And beyond this life, in the world without end that I have prepared, no pain will follow you. Trust that a day is coming when I myself will wipe every tear from your eyes, and sorrow and death shall be no more. Every hurt will be healed forever. Live in the hope of that promise even as you walk through temporary pain now. This broken world is not your final home. Your destiny is an eternity of joy and wholeness with me. Let this comfort strengthen you. No suffering can last forever, but my love for you will. My beloved, can you feel my love surrounding you now? Breathe it in. Let it fill the cracks and empty places inside. I am here. I have always been here, carrying you when you could not walk, listening when you had no words but tears. I have been patient as you pushed me away in anger or confusion. I understood it came from pain, and yet I stayed. I will always stay with you. Never have I ever abandoned you, and I never will. These are not mere words to me, but a solemn promise bound by my very nature. I am faithful even when you doubt. Right now, as you read these words, I am touching you with my healing. Perhaps you feel a warmth or a peace that you can't explain. That is my doing. Perhaps you feel nothing at all. Do not worry. I am still at work beyond feeling. My promise does not depend on your emotion. Simply know that I am actively tending to you. Each moment you open yourself to me, even by reading this and hoping it might be true, you give me permission to work more deeply. I cherish your trust, fragile though it may be. You might only have a tiny seed of faith left, battered by the storms of life. But even faith as small as a mustard seed is enough in my hands to move mountains. Give me that seed of trust, and I will grow it into something beautiful. I will prove myself faithful to you, so your faith can expand and flourish once more. Now I invite you to take a brave step with me. Will you open your heart to hope again? Dare to believe that life will not always be as painful as it has been. Dare to believe that I have a future for you that is bright and full of peace. I know you fear being hurt again if you hope. But hope in me is not a fragile wish. It is a sure anchor for your soul because I do not fail my promises. Hope in others or in circumstances may disappoint, but hope in me is secure. Remember, beloved, the night is passing and the day is coming. You have been in a long night of sorrow, but an everlasting dawn approaches. I am your sun and shield. My light will never grow dim. Cling to me in the shadows, and you will see my sunrise break forth in your life. As this first day's message ends, know that it is truly a beginning. The journey of healing is a path we walk together, hand in hand. You are not walking out of this darkness alone. I am guiding you every step, even when you can't sense my guidance. I will not stop halfway or leave the work unfinished in you. What I have begun, I always bring to completion. Each day I give you new mercies and more strength for the next step. So do not fear the long road. My presence is your steady companion, and my grace is sufficient for every need along the way. The good work I have started in you, I will see through until you are fully restored. So here is my call to you now. Come to me in prayer and bring me the pain that weighs on your heart. Do not hide it or hold it in your own hands any longer. Pour it out to me, every fear, every hurt, every tear, then be still and let my peace replace the pain. I am pouring the oil of healing on your wounds, even as you surrender them. As you release each hurt, whisper even a small thank you to me for the healing I am already bringing forth. Gratitude is the door to greater peace. Open it, and you will find my joy meeting you there. Tonight, when the world grows quiet, find a moment to sit with me. Breathe deeply and say my name and know that I am near. Let your guard down in my presence and allow me to embrace you where you have been broken. The first light of healing is here, dawning in your soul. Step into that light. Will you trust me with your pain today? Open your heart, my child, and let me heal you.